Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. We made it through another week. We've had 5 great days on this group, and I am proud of anybody that gets up this early with me. So, I do daycare for a living, and so um, sometimes the morning is the only time that I get a little peace and quiet. So, I do strive to get up early in the morning if I can and get some devotion time in, get some workout in if I can. And yeah, get my day started right. So we are hopping on here, and we today, either live or on the replay, are going to be talking about plants and eating our vegetables and fruits. So don't mind me as I sip my tea this morning. I am just like you guys. I'm getting going on this morning. So my kids are starting to move. I hear them, and I have daycare kiddos that'll be arriving at 7, and so my day's already underway, which is great. I normally start my day with a detox tea like I've got here. So this one I have is apple cider vinegar and raw honey. It's 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of raw honey. It's from our local farmer's market, back in the fall. And then I use lemon essential oil, 2 drops of ginger essential oil, and 1 drop of cinnamon, and it's delicious. I also enjoy like a big glass of a squeeze of lemon water, or some green tea with a drop of lemon essential oil in it in the mornings. Those are just great for rehydrating you after the night and getting your metabolism going for the day, even if you aren't a breakfast person, which I'm not. I normally don't eat breakfast until like 10, so I get up at like 6. It's kind of crazy, but that's when I'm hungry, so I listen to my body. But this group has been so great. It's been so much fun to see everyone, and we love that you guys are engaging. We just love seeing all the comments and everything that's going on, and we love to see all the positive vibes in here. It's great to have you guys interacting with each other and interacting with us, and it's just so fun. I want to remind you guys that the goal of this group is to live well. You're not expected to do every challenge. You're not expected to be on every live video. We know that everybody has different schedules. I mean, come on, who is really joining me from under the covers? But we do want you to know that we believe that you will, as long as you know better, you'll do better. I know that when I first learned about the importance of healthy lifestyles, I learned that I should eat my vegetables. I learned that I should, work out more and things like that are just kind of common. But it wasn't until somebody taught me why I needed to do these things that it really kind of clicked with me. And so now that I know better and really understand it, it's easy for me to want to do better. And I think that's really huge. A friend of mine, Callie Kenny, she's been mentioned before, but she likes to say that you need to drink in life, like Londa was talking about on Monday. You need to get those 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. But she also says you need to eat life. And I totally agree with this. She says that you need to eat something that still has energy in it, life energy, and that brings life energy into your body. I know that me personally, I actually try to mark out to get 5 servings in a day. And honestly, like, it's hard sometimes to get 5 servings, but I will say that normally when I eat a serving of fruit or vegetable, I typically have more than 1 serving. So like for breakfast, I might have a full cup of blueberries, whereas like only a quarter cup is necessary to be a serving. Or in my lunch, I might have a huge salad that easily has more than 1 serving of fruits and vegetables in it. But I also count my supplements as a serving, so that helps to hit those numbers as well. So, because I'm getting my great nutrition from those supplements that Melissa was talking about. So, but jumping into our research. So, in 2008, there was a report published on the Standard American Diet, or the SAD diet, that was shocking. It said that 93% of the typical American diet consisted of low nutrient, high calorie, processed animal foods or dairy products. All of this was part of the 93% of the calories that we're taking in. Only 7% was actually from life foods. It was from healthy fruits, healthy vegetables, beans, nuts, and seeds combined. So that only made up 7% of the American diet, which is just crazy. Um, we all have heard since the time we were little, like I talk to my daycare kids all the time about we need to eat our vegetables, and they always ask me, Laura, does eating my bread make me grow big and strong? Well, makes you grow. Um, and so it's just funny that we know these things, but it's hard to do. Eating plants is very important because obviously it reduces your calories. There's an infographic out there that shows a stomach and 4 different stomachs and how many calories you get on filling that stomach. So when you talk about fueling your body, we're looking at how full can we fuel our body with oil. And it's going to be a tiny bit of that stomach is going to be full with, say, 200 calories of oil. If we look at like dairy products, it's going to be a little bit more. You can have a little bit more dairy products or meats, but vegetables, you can fill the whole stomach with vegetables and still only be at your 200 calorie count, which is just crazy that you can really fuel the body and give it everything that it needs with those vegetables, which is great. Eating plants also helps to curb your cravings. So if you think about, I'm constantly craving chocolate or sweets or salty things, a lot of times that is your body actually craving something, and sometimes it's because you're depriving it of the nutrients it needs. And so having your big salads or your vegetables helps to hit those goals, which is great, so that your body has what it needs and it isn't craving things. And then lastly, it helps you to be more healthy. Eating plants can reduce inflammation. It can increase your natural energy. It helps to fight and prevent diseases. It reduces the risk of allergies and even autoimmune concerns. So it's really important to just fuel your body with what it needs to survive. Remember that Anne Wigmore's quote, there's one that says, "The food you eat can either be the safest, most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison." And it's so true. Like, we can either be eating things that are making our body sluggish and making it hard for it to process, or we can be eating things that are giving it life, which is just great. On Monday, Kristen even talked about that everything we eat either fights disease or feeds disease. And which would we rather be doing, really? Fighting it or feeding it? So the number one reason that people don't get their fruits and vegetables in a day, we all should be getting 6 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. And I'll be the first to admit, there's days when like we get up and we're like, oh, we're going to have a special treat for breakfast. We're going to have like eggs and bacon. And we maybe forget that we should eat some fruit with it. And then lunch rolls around and we grab lunch out. And then dinner rolls around and we just sometimes come across that we don't get fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, kids, if you want to have something for a snack, you need to have like an apple or a banana. And they're like, why can't we have this? And I'm like, have you eaten any fruits and vegetables today? Oh, no. And so then my kids typically will subside and actually do it. But it's so hard when you don't have them handy. Having them prepped and ready to go is the biggest part of making sure that you can get those in a day. So here's a few tips for you as you try to up your vegetable and fruit intake. So number 1, have variety. Eat the rainbow. Try to get in all different colors, all different types, like root vegetables, leafy greens, flower vegetables like cauliflower or broccoli, citruses, the hard fruits like apples, get in the berries. All of these things are so, so important. And then keep your fridge stocked. So what I like to do is go to the grocery store, or I actually get my groceries delivered because Hy-Vee does that and it's great. And I'm at home all day, so having them delivered is wonderful. But when I get my groceries, the first thing I do is fill a sink full of water. And I put in about 3/4 of a cup of vinegar and some lemon essential oil. And the lemon essential oil, as we all know, helps to cleanse things. It also breaks down petrochemicals. And so I'm able to clean my fruit just by throwing it in the sink, which is great. I throw it in there and I leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I just pull it out and let it air dry off. The being able to wash it that way is the best way, because you can just legit throw it all in and let it soak and then take it all out, and you don't even have to think about it. And then when it comes out, I make sure to put it away in the fridge in such a way that it's easily accessible. So I will chop my carrots into sticks if I know that we're going to be just using them for snacking. I will slice my peppers up. I will have blueberries and strawberries and stuff in open bowls so that they're easy to grab. Those types of things help me to be for it to be easier to just grab and go. I'll even sometimes portion them out so that we have it in little snack size baggies so that we can just grab it and go on the road. And if I'm running to a meeting or something, it's easy then to just grab a clementine. I mean, come on, clementines are like prepackaged fruit. God packaged them for us. And toss them in my purse and go, which is great. But I will say that sometimes it's hard to try something new. So I want to just encourage you, like there's over 250,000 plant foods out there. So you think about all of the herbs, all of the plants, and everything that's on the market today that we can probably get at our local Hy-Vee or grocer, that try something new. Mix it up a little bit. If you've never had kale, try kale. If you haven't had a new spinach type or lettuce type, like they've got the red lettuce or the butter lettuce or all these different types on the market, or if you haven't tried that odd star fruit or things like that, try new things. And even if you've tried it before, try it in a new way. So that's another tip is if you've tried broccoli and you're like, I really do not like broccoli, try mixing it up. Try steaming it this time, broiling it in the oven, baking it, blanching it in a little water, throwing it in a soup, throwing it in a casserole. Sometimes you can either hide the flavor or change the texture. I used to, when growing up, I was never a vegetable eater. In fact, if my mom gets on, she'll probably think this is hilarious that I'm talking about vegetables. But I didn't even like any vegetables. Even like iceberg lettuce was a weird phenomenon if I ate it. But it was nice that growing up, when we had a lot of fruits, like fruits were always around, and vegetables we had a lot of frozen, which is great. Yes, put Kerrygold butter on it. But I just didn't eat a lot of the cooked vegetables. It wasn't until we had our son that my husband was like, we should probably start eating vegetables, that we decided to up our vegetable intake. And being married was nice because I had somebody else that had his own tastes and interests that he shared with me, because like I had never in my life eaten a Brussels sprout before I got married to him. And I still only like Brussels sprouts when they're like blanched or steamed, because I just don't like them broiled. I don't like them grilled. But a lot of people do. And so that's why I say mix it up. Try something new with your fruits and vegetables. Also, you can do things like toss it in a smoothie, like Melissa was talking about. Hide it in your smoothie. In fact, one thing that I like to do is we always keep some types of greens in our fridge. So kale or spinach is always in our fridge, some type of lettuce mix, spring greens mix, or herb mix. When those start to wilt and go bad, what I do is I toss them in the blender quick before they go really bad. And I blend them up with a little bit of water and then throw them in something that I can freeze. So like an ice cube tray or something like that. Then I have those little packets of green goodness ready to go to toss into smoothies, to toss into stews or soups, chili or marinara sauce. You can really, the flavors of them aren't strong. And so you can really throw them into anything, which makes it super easy. Another tip is to make a salad box for your fridge. Kristen talked about this on the Living Drop Collective. So if you want to hop over to that page after this and watch the video, she had a live on it a while back, but you should be able to find it. And I can share it to the group actually, and we'll just get you that way. But having a salad box makes it easy because then you have everything you need for your salads right there. and you can eat that big bowl of salad as your main dish for a meal. And then last but not least, if I'm really struggling, I will pull out my Terra Greens. This is a product from doTERRA that helps you just hit the fruits and vegetables that you need to in a day. So you get 1 scoop of it out and you mix it in with either 4 to 8 ounces of water, or you can mix it in with your smoothie, or I do my protein shake. I'll throw it in with that sometimes. But this goodness is just a lot of greens that I never would have eaten otherwise. So we've got kale leaf powder, dandelion green powder, spinach powder, parsley powder, collard greens, broccoli powder, cabbage powder, wheatgrass powder, alfalfa, oatgrass, barley grass, oatgrass juice, barley grass juice, pineapple, guava, mango, goji berry, mangosteen, acerola cherry, like all of these things that have so much vitamin C in them, so much vitamin A. It's a great way to just boost up your greens. Sometimes even if I'm like at the end of the day and I'm like, I did not get my vegetable intake in like I should have, I will quick have a 4-ounce thing of water and scoop of that before bed, just to make sure that I'm fueling my body with what I need to do. So my challenge for today is to eat something green. I want to see a picture of something green that you have, and I want you to try to get your 6 to 8 servings in a day. Shoot for that 6 servings so that you can really fuel your body, and if you can get 8 in, great. But I want to see a picture of your green food, whether that be a kiwi or your lettuce or an apple or a pear or your broccoli or your peppers, whatever it is. Try to get some of that green in, just those good food to fuel your body. So if you have questions, comment below, and enjoy your Friday and keep participating, and we are just having a blast. So ask questions if you've got them. Thanks, guys.